fourth quarter. Man, this is a show we strictly talking about Bama football. You know, breaking down the games, giving our own predictions, just giving our analysis on Alabama football. Just strictly Bama football. Anything pertaining to Bama football, this is what this show about. It's separate from No Excuse.
Yeah. Oh man, like you said, man, appreciate the introduction, man. Welcome to the fourth quarter, to the Alabama family, the Alabama football family. You know, as always, roll tide. So man, Bama went in the Starkville Saturday night. I ain't really got a lot to touch on with this game. I really more or less want to get into the Texas A&M preview. But what I will say is, man, they went in the Starkville the other night. Man, they beat Mississippi State 40-17. Give me your thoughts on how you thought we looked Saturday night against Mississippi State.
I thought we looked crisp. I thought we looked really good. I was impressed with how we played. You know, Mississippi State, people may not look at them as a team that's up to par like that, but they're still in a hostile environment. You know what I'm saying? The cowbells, all that shit real. You know what I'm saying? And then for Miro to go in there and play the way he did, he played very well. You know what I'm saying? I was impressed. I like what Bama did, Saturday.
Me, I'm ain't gonna lie to you. I'm also impressed with how Alabama played the other night. You can look at the scoreboard and say that they dominated the ball game, and that's true enough. I thought defensively, our intensity kind of got a little low at one point in the game because we felt like we did. I could tell. I know when the team got complacent. Alabama caught 3 interceptions the other night, man. One of them was a pick six by Chris Braswell. And I thought Alabama, if I gave Alabama defense a grade from an A to an F, I thought I thought the other night was maybe a C plus B minus game by our defense. That's how good I think this defense can be. And granted, they played well. They played well. Don't get twisted. Like I'm not trying to this like a C plus on like a hard ass test or a B minus on like a hard test. Like I'm not criticizing because I thought they played defensively well. I just thought it was a stretch in the game where they got a little complacent. Like right after halftime, Mississippi State drove it down and scored. That felt like just complacent, like the lack of intensity wasn't there. But man, I thought Caleb Downs was sensational. I thought Jahad Campbell was a monster, man. 14 tackles, and he caught a pick in the game, man. Alabama had a linebacker do that underneath Saban to like Rolando McClain.
Chris Braswell caught him one too.
Chris Braswell caught a pick six. Caleb Downs caught an interception. We caught 3 picks, man. I thought my secondary played well. I did. I thought Jalen Milroe. That's the best game he done played to date. Like I said last week on him, I was ready to see how he was going to respond to his first road start, his first road SEC start. I thought Milroe played exceptionally well, man. I have the same. I'm gonna keep having this same caveat for Milroe. You probably gonna hear me repeat it again as we go further into this episode. But he took 1 or 2 sacks that I didn't like. Then we had the one snap where he was looking to the sideline to get the play. That was a fumble. That's not him. That's on the center. Alabama did recover the fumble, so it wasn't a turnover. But it just small stuff like that, man, that need to be cleaned up. But all in all, man, I thought Alabama played well the other night, man. I think Milroe, if I can hand his numbers in front of him, I think he was, hold up.
154, right?
Hold up. I can tell you exactly what his numbers was. Give me 5 seconds. Jalen Milroe numbers the other day. Because I want to make sure I got all my shit together. The other night, he was 10 for 12 with 164 yards passing, had 11 carries for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. That is approximately 233 yards of total offense and 2 touchdowns. 2 incompletions, no turnover. I take it every day of the week.
How many yards he had rushing?
69. 11 carries, 69. And then the thing about rushing in college football, the sacks are totally into your rushing yards. So it really skewed the stat. I thought Milroe ran the ball exceptionally well the other night. But yeah, I ain't really got much from the other night, man, because going into the game, I had the confidence. I felt like we'll go out there and take care of business. We did, so you got anything else to touch on with that, or you want to get in A&M?
Not too much. I mean, like I said, they played exceptionally well against Mississippi State to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got nothing bad to say.
So that pretty much wraps up the Mississippi State. Yeah. Now let's get into what the hell people watch this shit for, right? Damn it, I should have bought my damn thing. And some audio I wanted to play. Well, look here, man. Anaya Smith, Texas A&M wide receiver, had some very bold comments, right? Matter of fact, whenever we shoot no excuses tomorrow, I might play the clip on them.
Yeah.
I meant to bring the shit in here. I don't know why I didn't. But anyway, so Ananias Smith had some comments regarding Alabama and Nick Saban because I just found this out this week that he had a brother, Maurice Smith, that played for Alabama. I remember Maurice Smith. Well, if I ain't mistaken, he was number 21. He was a corner, I think. And if I'm not mistaken, man, I think I'm not sure if he transferred from Bama to Georgia or from Georgia to Bama. I can't remember which one it was. I remember him.
He was kind of like in and out then, because I really don't remember him.
I remember him. He was there around 2016, 2017. I remember.
Yeah, we had so many motherfuckers on
Yeah, right. Like he like, and this ain't me being funny because I'm an Alabama fan. Like he wasn't no standout player at Alabama. He got playing time. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't a scrub by no means. Think about when I'm talking about 2016, 2017. It's a bunch of dogs.
That's fucking Jonathan Allen.
Yeah. Marlon Humphrey, Mika Fitzpatrick. It's a lot. It was a lot of Eddie Jackson. It was a lot of dudes.
Tony.
Number 2, Tony Brown.
Tony Brown.
Right.
Yeah, man.
It just, you know what I'm saying. So, but he had some things to say. You know what I mean. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he gave Bama a little bulletin board material, which is never a smart thing to do. But I'm finna fall back right here and ask this quick question, let you give your thoughts. Your thoughts coming into Alabama versus Texas A&M. The game will be played at Kyle Field in College Station, home of the 12th man. Alabama Crimson Tide, Texas A&M Aggies. Your thoughts going into this game, man? What you think Bama do?
I think Bama gonna do good, man. I really do. I feel confident in this game because I feel like Miro got a lot to prove, and people, you know, already doubting him. You know what I'm saying? Because of the game he had against Texas A&M last year, so they already kind of pre-assuming, you know, that he gonna look bad because he looked bad last year. But I think
Good point.
Miro has grown. I think, you know what I'm saying, him being the starter, getting the reps with the ones, his confidence is there now. His confidence obviously wasn't there last year because he was stepping in because Bryce was hurt in that game.
Correct.
So, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of thrown in the fire. It was kind of, you know, you throwing into it. We gonna see what happens. You know what I'm saying? But I think they're gonna do good, man. I think I know A&M, they beat Arkansas last week. You know what I'm saying? I hear that they got a good front seven. You know what I'm saying? Their defense is supposed to be pretty legit.
Right.
Max Johnson, I remember him when, you know, we played them in 2021 when he was with LSU.
Right.
And that was a close tight ball game too.
Right. Like I think I remember one that night 21-14.
Yeah, that's when Bryce was the quarterback. Yeah, he a decent player, man.
Yeah, he is
a decent quarterback. You know what I'm saying? For you, that's probably the best situation you can have as a backup quarterback. You know what I'm saying? One of the best situations you can have as a backup quarterback. He done played.
I put it to you like
a lot of games. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of experience.
Max Johnson is not your typical backup quarterback. Yeah. He's a capable starter.
Yeah, he got a lot of experience. He got a lot of experience. He done played a lot of ball games.
That is a fact.
He played in a lot of tight games, man. He done played in some important games, man. So I can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, my defense is one of the best defenses in the country. So I don't see how my defense is getting kind of, you know, swept under the rug. Like, we didn't just pick off, you know, Real Rodgers 3 or 4 times and sack them, you know what I'm saying, however many times.
Right.
Like, and then holding Lane Kiffin offense, his high-powered offense, his offensive scheme that he got to 10 points. You know what I'm saying?
Because that offense just scored 50-something the other day against
LSU.
Right.
So I don't know how that's getting, you know, left out. People, like, they just forgetting about my defense and the talent that I have on defense and my secondary and my linebackers. I don't understand why that's getting left out. You know what I'm saying? But offensively, I think I'd be able to move it because I hear, you know what I'm saying, A&M, they got a strong front seven, but I heard their back half, you know, is kind of the weakness of their defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying they'll be weak, you know what I'm saying, in Saturday's game, but if it's something to exploit on their defense, it would definitely be that.
Back
you know what I'm
half.
saying? You know
right.
what I'm saying? So I feel like, man.
Another question before you keep going. How confident are you and Jalen Milroe's ability to exploit the A&M secondary passing the football.
I look at it like this, man. It all starts from the line. What's my line gonna give me? If this defensive line we playing supposed to be this legit, I want to see how my offensive line, you know what I'm saying, be able to, you feel me, hold them off and let my quarterback get some time to, you know, be able to exploit the matchups.
Do what he do.
Get one-on-one matchups, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it all depends on the line. If the line is able to pass block well, I think Miro gonna do phenomenal, you know what I'm saying? But if not, we're gonna have a problem, you know what I'm saying? Because I think we're more than capable of being able to do what we want on offense. You know what I'm saying? We got the talent. Yeah, we got receivers and shit like that. People don't think we got receivers. We really do got a talented receiving group.
We do.
And Amari Niblack is a weapon. You know what I'm saying? He can be utilized a lot in this game, man.
Yeah.
And I'm eager to see what Tymer Reese, what his scheme gonna kind of be this game. Like, is he gonna, you feel me, come a little different? I mean, I know they're gonna run the ball and shit, but I want to see if the tight end's gonna get used more this game. Like, where he gonna go at it with that? But I'm confident in Alabama, man. I think Alabama can win this ball game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like everybody on you've seen on these podcasts and these, you know, college football shows that's just writing Alabama off. You know what I'm saying? Like we lost 2 or 3. We ain't lost for one game. You know what I'm saying? Texas proving that they are a very good football team. So, you know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of teams that you can really put out there that you can just say can deal with Quinn Ewers and the receivers. You know what I'm saying? They the real deal, man. Like they got a good team this year.
Right.
But yeah, man, I feel confident in Alabama, man. I think Alabama can get it done Saturday. Just, you know, stay fundamentally sound. Miro, don't make mistakes. Don't play to the best of your ability. You know what I'm saying? If it's a pass there, you see somebody open, get it out your hand fast. You know what I'm saying? Instead of holding the ball.
Right.
My running backs, I love what my running backs been doing. They've been consistent. You know what I'm saying? Keep that going. Offensive line play, let's be more consistent. I want to stay on the pace that we at because I kind of like, you know what I'm saying, how we've been playing the past couple of games. We gave up a couple sacks, you know what I'm saying, but we need to clean that up.
Right.
The center, I think we need to switch centers too, man, because McLaughlin, we don't need that this game. This game right here to me seems like a game that's the margin of error is very small in this game. You don't really need, you know what I'm saying, a lot of turnovers in this game, man. So we need to see if you say the backup center is the guard right beside him.
Correct.
They just like switch them up or do something, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, if Bama just go out there and goddamn do what I know they're capable of doing, I feel very confident, man. Very confident. That's just me.
I'm gonna say this, man. And real deal, man, you know what I'm saying, for those of y'all that, you know what I'm saying, that watch this content on this channel, you know what I mean, before we go any further, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give us a like on this video. Real talk, man, real deal, man, me and Fat, we don't rehearse this shit before we come in here and do this, so don't think you always hear him say something and then I come back and I agree with it. Like, don't think that's how this works. Like, this ain't scripted.
No.
This is far from scripted, right? But I want to touch on some of the stuff you said because I actually do agree with. First off, man, what I find very interesting, right, is that coming into these types of ball games, Alabama on the road in a hostile environment, whenever you hear about people talking about it and speaking on the game, whether it's on TV or you read it on social media, you see this, you see that, or you see pundits give their opinion and their predictions and their previews on the game, everybody seems to have a common theme that's not an Alabama fan. And the common theme is, I want to give you the best way that I think Alabama is going to lose the game. Because all I've heard about is how talented Texas A&M front seven is. It is a talented front seven. We got to remember Texas A&M signed the number 1 rated recruiting class ever in 2021. That's 2021 or 2022? 21, right? 21. Right. So, you know, I think it's 21. If I'm mistaken, I think it's 2021 if I'm mistaken. You
I
know,
might have to look that up.
so either way it goes,
It's a very talented.
they got a lot of talent on that side of the ball. I think, but this is my thing, right? I think what you've seen that's not being talked about because it looked so bad to start the season off. Yeah, coming into this season, man, Alabama had this thing, and they're gonna play what you call Drillers murder ball, control, physical, point of attack, smash mouth, run the ball, football, and it looked so bad, child, because the offensive line was playing so poorly. But the past 2 weeks, man, now against Texas, I came on here just the very first episode we did of the fourth quarter. Against Texas, offensive line got manhandled all night. I said then, and I will say now, I do not think we will play another team that's good enough up front to manhandle me the way the Texas Longhorns did that night. I firmly believe that.
And Texas got a talented
Now,
D-line too.
With that being said, I got that experience to run off of. I think Alabama offensive line is starting to play with more of a rhythm. It was early in the season. We got more games under our belt. I think the run game will be more effective than people think it's going to be. I'm going to tell you what. With respect to Texas A&M, and I do think them not being ranked is a joke. Texas A&M should be ranked. Like them not being ranked
early in the season, I feel like Alabama's still trying to find their identity.
Exactly, and this is what I will say. They have not played a quarterback that can pose the threat running the way that Jalen Milroe can. KJ Jefferson is not really more of a runner. He's more of a power throwing quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jalen Milroe brings a whole different dynamic into this ball game. I think Jalen Milroe going to throw the ball efficiently in this game. I think Alabama, I really do. I think this is the best Bama offense finna look. I think this is the best they finna look at this point in the season. I think Alabama offense shows up with a chip on his shoulder, ready to play football. I am very confident offensively. It might sound funny to say because we look at the strength of this team, man, and I think Alabama defense is as good as anybody's in the country. But for some odd reason, coming into this game, I'm more confident in my offense than my defense. I don't know why. It's weird. Not saying I think my defense ain't gonna show up. Defensively, I'm gonna show up. That ain't what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is maybe that's the wrong choice of words. I'm more confident in Alabama's offense going into this game than a lot of other people. Most people are.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And my reason for that is those that I just named. I feel like on the outside we can win these matchups.
Yeah.
I think Alabama moves the ball very well against Texas A&M. Just a matter of, man, don't turn the ball over, and when you get down there, get sevens and not threes. That's my opinion as far as that go. Now, when I move to Alabama defensively, I'm just gonna come. I think Alabama got the best defense in college football. I do from what I've seen. From what I've seen, I watched Utah when they played Florida first game. I watched Georgia against Auburn the other day. I'm trying to think of the other teams that normally have a good defense. And if Alabama's ain't the best in the country, it's up there amongst the Georgias and the Utahs and So Max Johnson played against the Alabama defense under Pete Golden in 2021, right?
Yeah.
Now, I will say this, like I said earlier, Max Johnson is a more than capable quarterback. Max Johnson is not a regular backup quarterback. Max Johnson is good enough to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
But that's what one thing about it, man, because this being our Alabama, you know what I'm saying, content of this channel. Now there's bias in it, but I'm also I can't help but be objective. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like Max Johnson a screw up.
No.
The dude can play. He can play. The dude, but real deal, Max Johnson might should have been starting over the other dude that was starting, to be honest. But he ended up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying, man? We wish him a speedy recovery. Yeah. He'll be back next year. Connor Weekman. Yeah, say his name. Connor Weekman. Yeah. But so I look at Max Johnson, experience in the SEC, man, veteran quarterback coming in. This
played a lot of football.
Played a lot of football, man. This could be his moment. But one thing I will say, he ain't played Alabama defense like this.
No,
because that one he played and this is two different.
Yeah, it is.
So start this defense here. They physical. Yeah. They physical at the point of attack. They hitting hard. Yeah. The secondary is legit, man. I'm telling you. Kool-Aid McKinstry, Malachi Moore, Terry Arnold, Caleb Downs. It's hard to find a better combo of four than that out there in college football.
It is.
It's hard. Now, I ain't going to sit up and you. Malachi Starks, Javon Bullock, Kamara Lassiter. I can't think of Georgia other corner name right now. They got a good secondary, too. Like, I ain't going to sit up here. Like, one thing, I got to keep it real. That's the other one that comes to mind off the top of the dome, right? You know, so for me, I look at my matchup because everybody's focusing on Alabama's offensive line against Texas A&M front seven. The key matchup for me is Alabama secondary versus Texas A&M wide receiver. Like I said, I do not think they're going to play a team with a better quarterback and set of receivers combination than Quinn Ewers, Xavier Worthy, the A.D. Mitchell, that Texas offense, right? Yeah. What I will say is this. The one that's been talking shit, Anaya Smith, he like that. He nice. The other receiver on the other side, Evan Stewart, he nice. Yeah. That's one thing I would. The key to us winning this game gonna be the secondary. Yeah. It's gonna be the secondary because I know for a fact my front seven can get home. Yeah. Max Johnson's not a very mobile quarterback. Yeah. He gonna be more, trying to play within the system and the structure to play, get out his hand fast. Yeah. He one of them motherfuckers gonna be hard to sack. Yeah. These gonna be coverage sacks. The ball is coming out of his hand fast. He ain't finna do much creating. No. That's not his game. That's not his game, right? So I look at that. My reason for being so confident coming into the game is that every year, it's that one game where Bama make a statement. But they got one every year. I wish I had the time to sit here and run y'all through the history. Like 2015, when they went to Georgia, that was a statement. 09, for the SEC championship, that was a statement. 2021, SEC championship against Georgia, that was a statement. There's a statement game enough for Bama every year. It's always that one that's a statement. This feel like statement Saturday to me. Yeah. I don't know why I got that feeling. I got that feeling because, for starters, this line is extremely janky. Alabama favored by 2.5 on the road against an unranked Texas A&M. I think that's a joke that they're not ranked, but whatever. Something about this seemed off, and I feel like Bama go in disrespected. Anaya Smith provided the bulletin board material. He opened his mouth and said something about Nick Saban, and guess what, man? Granted, he said this personal because this for his brother, and look here, man. This is my brother. If you're going to ride with, ain't no wrong with that law. You're supposed to do that. Yeah. It's the way you go by doing that. Yeah. Don't poke the bell.
Yeah, it's like basically like you kind of like you calling, calling Nick out.
I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. I'll be straight up.
I got the wrong vibe.
I'm be honest.
He may have not meant it that way.
I'll be honest.
It seemed like that.
I don't really know what the fuck he was trying to accomplish by doing that. I don't. What I do know is this. He proceeded to say, we not going to let Nick Saban get what he wanted, and they ain't got no momentum. And back then, the Bulls always ranked number 1 or 2 when they was like that, but they ain't got no momentum right now when they ain't cut like that. Like, fam, I'm not sure exactly what the hell you been watching. They held Ole Miss to 10 points. Ole Miss just put up 50-something on LSU. Fact. I didn't make that up. That's a fact. They just went on the road and blowed out Mississippi State. Put up 40. That's their best offensive performance of the year so far. Because I'm not counting the first game against Middle Tennessee. I'm not counting that. Yeah. What the fuck you mean I ain't got momentum? What the fuck are you talking about? And I read today that Deontay Lawson is practicing. This nigga might be playing Saturday. Yeah. I'm not sure. We'll see.
He's practicing.
But he's practicing, right? That's always a positive, right? So I look at this, man. Real deal, man. I'm extremely confident that Bama to go to the College Station and win this ball game Saturday. I mean, straight up, I think Alabama go to College Station and win this ball game Saturday more comfortably than people think. Yeah. I'm more comfortable than a lot of people think. That defense show up, it's suffocating. It's coming to play. Yeah. It's coming to play. You got a quarterback that's not mobile. I got a secondary that can goddamn, as long as they can hold up just a little bit and let Dallas Turner and Chris Braswell, the best pass rush you do on college football, get home. Yeah. I think it spells recipe to disaster. Yeah. Because I keep hearing y'all talking about Texas A&M's front seven again. So why y'all ain't saying nothing about their offense? Yeah. Goddamn though, because you realize if I keep the ball all game, I win. Yeah. Nobody's speaking on the matchup of A&M's offense against Bama.
I haven't heard anything about Texas A&M.
It's like that's not being.
And I even today I tried to tap in certain podcasts and stuff to see if they was gonna touch on A&M offense. Q, I haven't heard anybody say anything about
Me either.
that. Only thing I've been hearing is how Jalen Miro is going to struggle against Texas A&M front seven, and this the best front seven he done seen all year, and this and that, and that, and that.
That could very well be
Yeah.
true.
But what I'm saying is, I understand that. But why on so many of y'all podcasts, y'all got 100 ways that a team can fucking beat Alabama, but it seems like it's no way y'all can see us beating them. And I don't understand it. And like, nigga, we ranked. We got the same fucking record they got.
I don't.
What the fuck?
In fact, I'll go further than that. It's a matter of, I hear people talk about it. How many times A&M to beat me in the past decade?
Exactly.
What, once?
Exactly.
They beat us last time we went to Kyle Field.
I don't get it.
They beat us in 2021, right? Cool.
Yeah.
I beat them last year.
Yeah.
I beat them in 2020. I beat everybody in 2020.
Yeah.
I beat them in 2019, 18,
Yeah.
17, 16, 15. You've only beat me once since Johnny Manziel left.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
I ain't got to keep counting the goddamn years. You get the picture. So, for me, this is my issue, man. This is my issue with the general people that don't like Alabama. I reckon would say, you can say national media, local, whoever, right? That don't matter. It's just that I don't understand how there's so many ways to come out with how Alabama can lose the game, but nobody talks about how Alabama can win the game.
That's what I'm saying.
We do understand that Alabama the favorite. We do understand that Alabama ranked. We do understand that they're just speaking hypothetically. Alabama's supposed to win the ball game. And then the fucked up thing being an Alabama fan is, if you win, you be the unranked Texas A&M team. But if you lose, oh man, y'all let them beat y'all. You can't win that conversation. You can't. See, people like that, I challenge their cognitive skills.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
It's a 2.5-point spread. Bama ain't failed by a field goal.
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be a ball game.
It's supposed to be one of the probably damn near the game. Well, I can't say the game of the year, but
right, it's supposed to be a good game.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's supposed to be one of the better games of the SEC season.
Yeah.
Let's put it like that.
Yeah,
I think that's the same word, right? So I don't know, man. Maybe I view things differently. That could be me having my Bama glasses on.
I just been, like I say, I don't know, looking at different platforms, man, and it's damn near they saying the same thing. Like all of them watching each other, like watching each other fucking podcasts, because all of them damn near saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying nothing differently, and they got 100 ways of how we gonna lose this weekend. But my thing is, man, how y'all got all these goddamn ways we can goddamn lose? But y'all not talking about the advantages that we got. Hell, we got advantages to beat Texas A&M.
Yeah.
We do. They ain't got a goddamn player on their goddamn field, on their team, that's better than Kool-Aid McKinstry.
No.
They don't.
That's just one of them.
That's one of them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they got a better linebacker than Deontay Lawson.
Either.
I don't think they got better edge rushers than goddamn Dallas Turner and Chris Braswell. I don't.
Real deal. I don't. Fat. What I'm not understanding is, coming into this game, and I'm hearing people talk about the front seven of A&M against Alabama's offensive line. Alabama's offensive line looked choppy early in the season. Yeah. That's fair analysis. Jalen Miro had his struggles throwing the football, sure, but I think he definitely had his best showing throwing the football last week for sure. Man, last week, man, Miro was stepping up and reading coverages and rolling. I thought Miro played very well,
but
I thought he played very well.
You can say, he had his struggles or whatever throwing the ball. But goddamn, he wasn't throwing the ball like that. You know what I'm saying? Nick gotta let him loose. Let him goddamn,
I tell you what, Phil, I'm gonna go further.
Goddamn,
I'm gonna go further, man.
Handicapping.
I got a serious question, man. For anybody watching this, to you, Fat, it can be rhetorical. I just want to answer the question. How come coming into this game we keep talking about A&M front seven, their defense against Alabama offensive line and Jalen Miro in the passing game and whatnot? We sit up here doing this talking. When the A&M defense will come better than mine? Because I thought my defense was better.
I have no idea.
I mean,
all
the numbers say my defense is better.
That's what I'm trying to get, man.
Tyler Van Dyke from Miami threw 5 touchdowns against Texas A&M. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. They very torturable. Very torturable. Yeah. Don't tell me Miro can't torture.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he can't torture. And I got another bold prediction. Miro throw for 2 touchdowns and he run one Saturday in the victory. Yeah. Book it. 3 total touchdowns at least. He run for 2. Excuse me. He throw for 2 and he run one Saturday. book it. That's my
I
prediction.
don't understand.
book
I
it,
just
man.
don't understand, man. Like, why is my defense getting swept under the rug? Why is everybody so high on Texas A&M front seven and saying this and that? But it's like my defense is like I just got some bullshit for defense. Motherfucker, like I said, you ain't got. I haven't even watched Texas A&M. I know for a goddamn fact you ain't got a motherfucker on your defense that's better than Dallas Turner.
Right.
You ain't better than Chris Braswell.
Right.
Better than Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Right.
It's damn near gonna be hard to say you got one better than Caleb Downs. He just a freshman. Just being honest.
Right. I'll be straight up, man.
I don't understand.
I'll be straight up. We'll talk.
I don't understand. I really don't.
What we not gonna do? We gonna keep leaving Terrion Arnold out of these conversations, man. Terrion Arnold is playing damn good football right now, man. You know, so. And for me, man, it's not even about a player versus player thing, because we can do that all day. I don't understand how the matchup is. Everybody's talking about how offensively I'm gonna struggle against them, but goddamn, do y'all not foresee a way that they struggle against Alabama defense?
Yeah, exactly.
That's my point. And
what I'm getting from
anybody can prove it to me wrong.
What I'm getting from the shit. What I'm getting from this shit is they think A&M finna just march up and down the field.
Exactly.
Like they finna just.
I don't think that's the case.
50 points on Alabama. That's not finna happen. I'm gonna tell you for this shit, that's not finna happen. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. You gonna struggle getting the goddamn 27. You gonna struggle getting them. My defense coming to play Saturday, man. Because y'all slapping these folks in the goddamn face. Right. That's what you doing.
I'm telling you, man.
That's what you doing.
I'm telling you.
You really slapping these folks in the face, sweeping them on the rug, man.
In that second half, against Ole Miss, they started to play with a rhythm and a chemistry. They started to play with a rhythm and a chemistry. Against Mississippi State the other night, you got a good 3 and some change of what that supposed to look like. I think you finna get all 4.
You finna get it.
You finna get all 4 Saturday. I think this one game Alabama come out. Now, one thing I will say that we've struggled at is in the start of the game. Yeah. It's like every game you go into a game with a scripted 12 to 15. I scripted ain't starting off.
But to be real with you, I can say that. But through the years, Bama kind of always had that fucking problem. They start off kind of trying to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? They be bullshitting around. Goddamn, fumbling around a little bit.
Not when they had to.
Not when they had to. You know,
they were scoring quicker than
Mojo. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they just
Bama's always been a fourth quarter team.
Yeah,
that's
they better in the second half.
Always that. I think Bama show up, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think real deal, man. It could just be, man, because I'm a fan of the dude, a fan of the team. I think this is a big Jalen Milroe Saturday, man. He know for a fact that he played.
You may look at me crazy when I tell you my score prediction for this game.
We're finna get to that in just a second. People might look at me, you know what I'm saying, like funny, and I say this being a fan, but man, Jalen Milroe, no, because you touched on earlier, man. Last year against them, he wasn't very. Milroe threw 3 touchdowns in that game, but he turned the ball over a lot in that game. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have the legs up under. I think Milroe finna have a field day Saturday. I do. I think Alabama offensive line show up and blow these motherfuckers off the ball Saturday. I think Alabama offensive line take this. Like I'm about like Deion. It's personal Saturday. I think they show up Saturday. It's personal. I do. Now, to conclude this episode of the fourth quarter, like we always do, I'll be honest. Ain't nobody got the score prediction right yet, but the score at the score in College Station, home of the 12th man, Bama versus Texas A&M Saturday. You first.
35-17, Bama.
35-17?
35-17. I think Bama finna blow the doors on Texas A&M Saturday. I do, man. I'm sorry. I'd be wrong in this shit. I think Bama finna go out there and go to the College Station and beat them folks by a couple scores. I do.
35-17.
I got them 35-17.
Okay.
I got Bama win the conference.
I'm going to go. You're going to say 35-17. Give me. $31-20. 31-20, Bama. 31-20, and the game looked way more lopsided than the scoreboard show. I think Bama show up, man. I think Bama finna show up and show that.
I don't know what it is about this field.
I know something.
But this shit feel different than the Texas shit. Because going through the Texas game, I felt like Texas had a way, they could actually beat Alabama. This here, I don't know, man. I don't know. This just got a different feel. I think we feel disrespected.
I think real deal. I think Nick Steele remember that shit Jimbo said last offseason.
Swept under the rug, man. Listen
I think it's a little smoke. I think it's a little smoke between Jimbo and Nick. Then they let me known to the public. I like that.
These motherfuckers been talking good and stupid all week.
I got Bama comfortable, man. So look here, man. That's gonna wrap up this episode, man. But before, if you'd have made it to this point of the episode, man, do me one favor, man.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wouldn't even say that. But yeah, do that, do all that too. But also too, man, drop y'all score predictions in the comments, man. That's for the Bama fan. If you think A&M gonna win, the haters, they watch this shit too. They watch it too. You know what I'm saying? Put your comments in the put your score predictions in the comments, man. You got anything else, man? Man, well, that's gonna do it for this episode of the fourth quarter, man. We out, man.
Yeah.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, man. Jalen Mills. Mills roll.